Alive. Still alive. Still very live. Still very still alive. You're watching Pictures of the Bird podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. How are you doing out there? Pretty good. Everyone's, yeah. Okay. Everyone, most people are pretty good. That's cool. That's it. Better and wetter. Yeah, there you go. Ask for me and you shall receive. That's how Alice Holding knew I was Son of Man. She was like, I heard him sing Two Eyes, and I was like, it's better than you, Nutty Daily. I don't know. No, I just saw her dancing. She's like, fuck, look at that. That's fucking hectic. Yep. And that's why she put her, that's why Aldous Harding, the Space Ghost, put Aldous Harding, the earthly Aldous Harding, like, on the dance floor. She said, you should go dance. You should go to this festival and go down on the dance floor tonight. So, I should go dancing tonight. Aldous does it. She does. She's like, oh, creepy for you, Mr. Tapscott. Well, that's nice. Yeah. And then she was there and we were dancing together. She's like, who the fuck is that guy? It's like a metal bogan. He's wearing a Napalm Death t-shirt. Yeah, he shreds the D floor. To fuck techno. What is this? You can't like two types of music. Or no, she was thinking like, mate, there are other people that like two types of music. I'm not alone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Got a pretty good episode lined up today. It's another casual one where they're just like, I'll just go live, bro. We're gonna continue our Flavours of Fuckhead series. Because there are plenty of fuckheads out there. So this one surprised me a little bit. Because I would have, like, he called his name, the name of his channel was Perun. Perun is Slavic Zeus. So it's like, okay, so he's a little, I would have thought that meant he was like on board. I thought it was a shout out. It's like, oh, cool, that's a shout out to me. Obviously. And he knows his shit. Like, his videos are great. But it turns out, no, he's a fuckstick. Yeah. Australian Signals director, a piece of shit. Yeah. / corrupted by Yakuza. Yeah. Which is sad, because it would have been cool to have him on our team. But unfortunately, no. Was he? It never was. Yeah, he was always a fuckhead. Yeah, okay. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. It's like Task and Purpose. I would have loved Chris Cabby to actually be on our team. Because his videos are cool too. But alas, can't have 5 families in there, can you? Yeah. Okay. To get us into the groove, into the swing of things, set the pace, set the tone a little bit. Let's play Google Maps. Mamma mia! Yeah, we had to do Google Maps. I've been playing Google Maps with Milan. Milan is a fucking shithole. Let's zoom out. Zoom right up. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, Milan. So you can see, yeah, it's right next to the border of Switzerland. It's like northern Italy. So yeah, if you ask people there, it's like, are you Italian or are you Swiss? They'll probably tell you, nah, we're Swiss. Yeah. And they're super racist. Yeah, they're super racist. Yeah. Yeah, they've always had a thing because, like, Italy hasn't always been unified, and so they're always kind of like, yeah, there's the other states. Yeah, they might as well be black people. That's what they think. Yeah, and fuck that. Yeah, that's what they think. I like black people. I was like, yeah, you know, man, you're cool. And while we're talking about fuckheads, Malta, you're on the list too. You are on the list. Today was a good day. Woke up a little bit. Why is Malta there? Oh, that's Malta. That's not Malta. That's Corsica. All right. Yeah, that's way easier. Oh, let's actually just play Google Maps with Malta. We just want to do it once, I think. Yeah. Oops. Target acquired. Alright, thank you. And that's pretty much what happened about 2 seconds ago. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah. Wake up, you babies. But we're not done. We're not done yet. Yeah, so you can see here, Milan, it's like a regional capital, basically. If you ask them, they'll tell you they're the capital of Italy. And they pretty much consider anyone south of Genoa to be a black dude. And therefore, Mulignan. Yeah, they're not like us. We are superior. Yeah. Those are all the luxury brands that are Milan. Yeah, it's dog shit. Anyway, we're going to play some Google Maps. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. I start looking at my chamber. There are many things upon the floor. Ladies ready for the slaughter. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Bam, bam, bam. So basically the idea there, because it's that tunnel, so hopefully the munition is going to punch through the roof of that tunnel and then explode. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, so the idea there was like the munition was going to punch through the roof and then explode in that tunnel. It's just going to go super high pressure blast. It's just going to go bang, and all the fucking, like all the roads around that. It's just going to go, yeah, and that's pretty much what happened. Thank you. Thanks for playing the line. Thanks for playing. Yeah. One thing I need to address as well. So, I really watch my Mr. Tapscott is the Son of Man thing. And it turned out to be a pretty hilarious prank played by Tara Bennett and Kitty Callahan. Let's play a trick on him. Okay, seems hilarious. Yeah, seems good. What are you talking about? No. Because Tara Bennett is Al Pacino, and most people watching the video had figured that out. They're like, bruh, like, obviously. And I was like, I thought you knew. How could you not click? I don't know. I thought that's adorable. I rewatched it. I was like, but that's the thing. That's one of their Jedi mind tricks. That was a Kitty Callahan Jedi mind trick. It's like, you don't understand. You think Al Pacino is a gangster, not Tara Bennett in disguise. They're like, yeah, what a creep. Ugh, creepy pedo wants to bang Nick Tapscott. Yeah. I watched after. It's so obvious. Like, yeah. And that's what all the audience were doing. Everyone who watched the video was like, obviously, bro. That's fucking Tara Bennett, you fucking spastic, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway. There you go. Okay. Malta already made the call to capitulate. Worldwide stand down order from Malta. Okay, thank you. Like, how can we bring our people home now that you've destroyed our airport? Boats, I guess. You're not that far. Fly to Italy and catch a boat. Yep, Italian president's happy with that. Yeah. Fly to Sicily and catch a boat. Or anywhere else. Fly to Cairo. Fly to Alexandria. And catch a boat. But yeah, we did that just because, like, you fucksticks were like, let's fly over there. We can walk around in Sydney. Like, yeah, no. There won't be any of that. No. And you're also realizing right now that we've actually got Australian forces there. Anzacs are already in Malta, and now they're breaking cover and going, hello, fuckheads. You're not the only losers that have a network of fucksticks. We're losers too. We can do it. We can send up fucksticks to walk around near you and also shoot you. Yeah. That was easy, they say. Yeah. 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 Well, how are your service people going to get out? The survivors ask. Well, the Navy, our Navy, NATO's Navy, British Navy. Yeah, British Navy will pick them up. Yeah. Easy. Where's your Navy? You didn't have one. Why don't you? Because that would have come in handy. You know, you wanted to go to war with us, so I just assumed you had one. Like, if I pick a fight, if I bring up Conor McGregor, he's dead, but if I pick a fight with Conor McGregor, if I ring up Conor McGregor, I go, I'm going to fight you because I don't think you're better than me at UFC. And then he goes, okay. And then he turns up, and he's got his Muay Thai shorts. His Muay Thai shorts. He's got his gloves. He's jacked because he's been training. He's like, all right. He's got his mouth guard. He's got his team, his fight doctors and stuff giving you massages. Like, all right, let's go. And you're there, just in, like that's not on him, that's on me. He's like, well, you said you wanted to fight. You reached out and said, do you want to fight? And I said, yeah. And I said, yes. And so we set the date, and you agreed to the date. So, okay, it's on then. And now here I am. You better get in the fucking octagon. And if you don't have gloves or a mouth guard or a fight team or training or know any karate, then that's on you. That's not on me. It's not on Conor McGregor. That's on you. Yeah. Thanks for playing. That was easy. Yeah. All right. Sicily is already so like, well, the survivors, some of them we're on our way to help out some of the survivors, but basically you're now, Malta is now under the fucking jurisdiction of Sicily. The president of Sicily is in charge of, or the whoever, whatever the the mayor or a fucking governor of Sicily is now the governor of Malta. Yeah. You're occupied territory now. And we'll let you know when you can have your fucking constitution back. But no, we're not interested in any of your Nazi dog shit, Malta. It's the population of Malta. Yeah, you like Iceland. It's like a nation of 400,000 people murdering. Yeah. Unitary Parliamentary Republic. Strategic power. Yeah. 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 Population 500,000, 500,000 people. How many deaths connected to Malta, Kitty Callahan? About 3.8 million. You fucking spastics. Yeah. You're a terrorist state. What you were. Now you're occupied. Yeah. Yeah, it's blue. Yeah, that little thing there. Yeah. That's an extermination station. Doesn't look like much from the outside, but that's what it is. Well, you murder tourists and stuff? We'd ship in. Oh, yeah. So all those illegals that were floating around, people smuggling out of North Africa. Yeah. Yeah. Smuggling Palestinians out of Palestine and murdering them there. So Hamas, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dog shit. Yeah, Cyprus was shipping them in as well, and then you were using fishing trawlers to dispose of the liquefied bodies. Yeah. No pictures of the bird where you're going. Yeah. And Sicily too. Yeah. Targeted assassinations in Sicily. What's the mafia called though? Is it for the mafia? Cosa Nostra. Oh, so it is Cosa Nostra. Yeah. Secretive criminal organisation that originated in Sicily in the mid-19th century, evolving from self-protection groups in a land of corrupt governance into a powerful international force involved in drug trafficking, money laundering, and extortion, operating through hierarchical clans and governing commission, while maintaining influence in politics despite significant law enforcement efforts. Yeah. Oh, Salvatore Rina, he was the worst. Yeah. Heaps of judges getting assassinated, yeah. Yeah, adapting with criminal encrypted communication. Well, it's bad points because you felt for the ANOM. You were part of the ANOM sting, Project Ironside. Yeah. So those encrypted communications devices that you were using, that was AFP. Yeah, and working with MI5 and the FBI. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how we were able to target you. It's like, okay, this guy, this guy, this guy, this phone, this phone, this phone number, this SIM, this SIM, this SIM. There they are. Yeah, flying them in as well. Flying in the victims of child flies from Cairo. Yeah. Anyway, Milan is right now encircled. It's you saw the size of it. It's a massive hub. You may as well it's almost the capital of Switzerland too. Switzerland's gone. We just deleted it. Yeah. Using means that I'll explain at some point in the future, but not today. Yeah. Anyway. I can't find it. Yeah, anyway, yeah, there's weaponry, obviously, and this is what I thought when I first got approached by Turbo Babs. So this is obviously something that I didn't know about. That's all. Of just being fucking mind controlled or something. But it turns out, no, that part was true. I am Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. But also, there is a shit ton of weaponry that no one knows about. Only a handful of people know about. Yeah. And it's very effective. Yeah. So we've got it. And you don't. I'm assuming you don't. Hopefully you don't. Wake up, you baby. Anyway. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna do another Flavours of F today on Perun. Let's do another action report. Okay, so Dulwich Hill in Sydney is clean. Marrickville is clean. Fucking Newtown is clean. Glebe, you're next. Balmain is clean. Sydney CBD is clean. Bondi Beach is clean. We're kicking doors in Cronulla right now. Maroubra is clean. Coogee is clean. Bronte is clean. Yeah. Any other big names have fallen? Nah, not really. Look, just assume. It's easy to I just assume now. It's like if they're famous, they're gone. That's it. Penfolds is gone. Penfolds Winery, that's gone. Oh, Sony, that's a big one. That went. Yeah, because like I said, I watched the other episode the other day where it's like, it's hard to tell who's in the, because technically Sony and Nintendo are Yakuza. They are the Yakuza. So if you work at Nintendo, but you're just like, I didn't realize it was the Yakuza. I thought I was just making fucking Pokemon games. I just like Pokemon. Yeah. So J-Pol, after I said that, J-Pol went like, okay, well, let's do the thing. And so, okay, so who's cool? And they went through all the phones and everything with help from 3PLA and Spetsnaz tech teams. Went through all the phones and all the data in Sony and Nintendo. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, about 20% of each organization were clean. They were just normal clean skins, just normal people trying to make a living. Until they turned up and just went, all right, you go step out. Yep. And then the rest just went, click. So Sony and Nintendo are gone. Yep. Fucking any big filmmaker, all of the big studios, all the big Hollywood studios are gone. Fierce fighting in Los Angeles. But we're winning, but it's still pretty fierce fighting. Yeah. Relatively tough going, but we've got the air. We've got the air superiority. We've also got the naval superiority, so we can launch bombardments from there. Yeah, and cruise missile strikes, Tomahawk missile strikes from there, from the ocean. So they're kind of fucked, but they actually do have like there's a lot of like long arms and things like that in Los Angeles. Like there's a shit ton of AK-47s and even 50 caliber machine guns. They've started doing shit like sticking 50 cals in the back of like pickup trucks and things like that, which is like their original plan. They're gonna have like marauders and stuff like that. We've got armor in there though. They don't have any anti-armor. They've got RPGs, but it's like and look, you don't necessarily you can get concussed. Like you don't want to be in a tank that takes a hit from an RPG because it's still like it won't pierce. You'll survive. You walk away, but it'll be like and it'll give you like a shock. It will potentially give the crew concussion because it's so loud. It's like bang bang, like, the shock of it, and it's like fucks around with the air pressure inside the actual tank. So they'll survive, but it can fuck them up. And so like if your tank gets caught, like if you get caught, you get back into a corner or something, and then they just keep continually fucking hitting you with RPG fire. Even if you like don't get, even if your tank doesn't explode, if you're in that fucking tank hole, you wish you weren't, and you almost definitely consider like if you're stuck in there, you'll consider abandoning. Yeah. And same with like 30mm autocannon fire. So like some LAVs have like a 30mm autocannon, like the Bradley. And it's like you can't destroy a tank, but it can seriously fuck with a tank. Yeah. And so we've got armor. They don't have any javelins. They don't have anything capable of destroying a tank. But they can, yeah, okay, now we're told that we've lost 2 tanks that way. So 2 tanks have been cornered or they've shot the track. And so if it gets disabled, that tank may as well be gone. Because that crew in there will want to get the fuck out. Yeah. The crew survived both times. They just like jumped out and ran. But yeah. They've started using IEDs. I'm surprised it took that long. Yeah. Cartel are trying to reorganize and counterattack. But every time they do, we take like 10 times more than we need to, basically. Yeah, for every 1 assassination, we kill 10 of them. Yeah. Yeah, but cartel are effectively gone. It's just like the street level dealers, basically. It's like, well, I don't want to have to stop being a drug dealer. Yeah. So now they're like, well, I'm the boss of them. Yeah. So street level dealers are now going like, well, I'm the boss of the cartel. Let's start a new cartel. And then a split second they do that. They're stupid enough to like, let's start a new cartel. And yeah. South Africa has capitulated. South Africa is now in Allied hands completely. Yeah. They're drawing up a new constitution as we speak, which it's gonna be cool because like fucking ANC was corrupt as shit. Yeah, they were dog shit. They were Nazis, but black dudes basically. Yeah. Nelson Mandela may as well have been a Nazi. Yeah, he was a black dude, but he was like, he was terrible. He was a terrible person. Yeah. It was like, how? Really corrupt, basically. Would just do anything. Like once he was in charge, he'd say, "Look, pay me. I'll do anything if you pay me." And they're like, "Cool. Can you assassinate all these black people?" So sure. Done. Yeah. Mining companies are in there going like, "Can you help us enslave? Like we want to." Yeah. It's like, we want to set up a new diamond mine or whatever. We want to set up a new uranium mine, but we don't really want to pay the miners that work for us. We don't want to pay them. Like we're going to pay them like $5 a day. So Nelson Mandela's like, all right, give me $1 million. If you give me a piece of the profit, I'll change the law that says like you're allowed to do that. Effectively, you're allowed to draw up these agreements that, like, yeah, it's like there's any agreement. Mining companies are allowed to set up private agreements, and the law doesn't matter. So it's like there is no unfair contract. Effectively, there's no such thing as an illegal contract for mining companies. So you can go like, all right, if you want to work in this mine, it's $2 a day. You have to sign here, and basically like targeting vulnerable people, pretty much. It's like, well, you got to work here or we kill you. Yeah, pretty much. And then that's what they're doing. They're just rounding up entire towns. Like, yeah, sign this. You work for us now. Yeah. And Nelson Mandela was across it. He's like, yeah, cool. As long as I get paid. Who cares? Yeah. Yeah, dog shit. Sierra Leone has fallen. Yeah, it's under French control now. Fantastic. That's great news. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the people are extremely thank you, Mr. Tapscott. It's what people of Sierra Leone say. Yeah. Yeah. Look up and out. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, because they're enslaved by oil companies, basically. Yeah. Not anymore. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Mr. Tapscott, the turbo boats don't have there's nothing inherently wrong with oil. Like, we need plastics and stuff like that. And it's fine to use as fuel. But if you're going to act like a drug cartel, like the big oil companies are fucking shit. Okay, BP is gone. Shell Oil is gone. Texaco is gone. Caltex is gone. All the big oil companies are gone. All the big pharma companies are gone. Yeah. Yeah. So we don't have anything wrong with the concept of oil. Like, it's fine. You can use oil. If you want to drive a car, don't feel bad for driving your petrol car. That's fine. But, responsibly, please. Plastic, fine. Plastic straws in the ocean, not fine. Yeah. That's basically it. Yeah. The France is 100% clean. They rounded up all those. They basically did what I said. It's like, if you're from Switzerland, get the fuck out. Otherwise, we'll kill you. Yeah. Yeah. And then they started doing it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they all ran for the water. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Portland and San Fran are encircled, but they're under heavy bombardment. Yeah. Targeted strikes, like targeted drone strikes, Hellfire missiles. Yeah, Ninja missiles, ATGM missiles. Picking off the key figures, like, yeah, because we've got all the intelligence. We've spent the last 10 years just collecting who's who and where do they live and what's their phone number. Do they have their phone in their pocket? And so, yeah, we've just been like zap, zap, zap. Same in San Fran. We've just been zapping people. And we've knocked out a couple of their big supermarkets that were being used as like, it was their informal pictures of a bird. supply hub, basically. And so we just destroyed it because that's where all the bird, like the e-bike riders with the knives and like those fucksticks, the private pictures of the bird militias. Yeah, they're all in there. They're all heading in there. Yeah. Yeah. So we took those up. Yeah, we took one of them out. And I sent a message. Like, oh, fuck. We hit a party with an ATGM ninja. They were having like a fucking an anti-no pictures of the bird party or a meeting or something, like an action group. It's like, how are we going to organize against this? We should be allowed to be pedos. Literally, it was the pedos. And so we hit one of those with a Hellfire missile. They took out like 14 of them at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, sucked in. Yeah, I fucked it. Russia is now oligarch free. Yeah. Estonia, yeah, I mean, they can be. Denmark and Norway are gold. We did the same thing to them that we did to Switzerland. We just went, nah, you're not getting out. Fuck you. Bzz. Yeah. Bzz. Yeah. Yeah. Still a bit of dog shit out there. I still got targeted today with like dog shit fucking emails, like targeted by a little horror hub, like a creepy kid and some old man sitting near me on the train. And they got wrecked almost immediately by Winter agents. But UK, where are we? 90% of the UK now are pro no pictures of a bird. You've still got 10%. Wales, there's resistance in Wales, pockets of resistance in Wales, and pockets of resistance in Scotland. So Catholic Nazis in Wales and Scotland, basically. Yeah, IRA. The IRA worked their way in. They've been working their way into Wales and sort of like eating it out there ideologically like a cancer. Yeah. Yeah, Opus Dei, Irish Catholic Nazis, basically. That fight's been going, like, this is a fight that fucking Goddess Nike had to fight. She was fighting them as Queen Elizabeth I. Yeah. Isolator's gone. There was only like 400,000 of them. Yeah, we just went, all right, so who here thinks that it's cool? Like, extermination camps are cool. Should we pack up the exterminate? What do you think? Should we close the extermination camps or keep the extermination camps open? And everyone that said, like, we should keep them open. Yeah, no, everyone that said, like, we should close them for sure. It's like, okay, cool. Come with us, step out. And then the rest, come back. Yeah. So about a quarter of their population has survived. Yeah. Yeah. Greenland. There was fighting in Greenland. It was like the ethnic Danes in there. We're trying to maintain control, and they just started ethnic cleansing the Inuit population. But we armed the Inuit population to the teeth, and they pushed back and fucking just kicked them the fuck off. Kicked them the fuck off the continent, basically. Yeah. And then there was a little bit of infighting between certain Inuit factions, but that's been wrapped up. Yeah, that's pretty much done. Yeah, a couple of gangsters, basically. Cartel. Yeah, there were cartel in there. Fentanyl dealers and whatnot. Yeah, using it as a base to smuggle fentanyl into Canada. Montreal mafia. Yeah. Canada, we'll come back to Canada. It's a bit touch and go there, to be honest. Some of the terrain is like, it's really rugged terrain. Aspen has fallen. Chicago, fierce fighting in Chicago. Southside Chicago is 100%. It's basically like a military base now. Yeah, where else? Detroit. We're about halfway there in Detroit. New York, we're about halfway there. Hell's Kitchen is ours. It's basically now Manhattan. Manhattan is ours. Okay, yeah. So it's Manhattan. Now New York is Manhattan versus Brooklyn. New Jersey we're getting there, but basically, yeah, we locked off Manhattan. We just locked it off, closed all the bridges, and just were like, right. And then once it was secure, once it was locked off, went door to door, like, are you a Nazi? Like, oh no, bang, yeah, or yeah, it was like yes, bang, yeah. So Manhattan is ours. Yeah. Yakuza are down to like their last 10%. They've lost 30% of their tanks. Yeah, but from what I said, like, yeah, because if a tank in an urban setting is disabled, it may as well be dead. The crew just want to get the fuck out of there. Yeah. Yeah. So what did I say? They had about 200 tanks. They lost about 50. They've lost about 50 tanks. You know, but they don't have many crews left. Like, and no one's really that willing. Because yeah, if you get stuck out there, if you get stuck in the tank, like if it loses a track or something like that, it gets disabled, might as well be dead. Yeah. Where else? Fiji has fallen. Yeah. Coalition of island nations now in charge there. All right. Hawaii has cleansed itself of its pictures of a bird. They are gone. Central America is pretty much, we've got it. Yeah, it's ours now. Yeah. Costa Rica is ours now. Jamaica is ours now. Cuba is ours now. Yeah, one time the naval base there just went, all right, we've been waiting for this. Yeah. Yep. South Australia, how we looking back there? Lisa Dottore. Adelaide is we're 80% of control of Adelaide. McLaren Vale is in our hands. The Barossa Valley is in our hands. There are enclaves in the Adelaide Hills. Stirling is still theirs. Stirling is still pictures of a bird, but they're just in there hiding. Like they have no idea. They can't counterattack because all they can do is like drive utes and put knives in their pocket. They don't have any weapons. Yeah, we've closed the roads effectively. Yeah. Yeah. Have we done any airstrikes? No, but we could do it now. All right, let's do it. Google Maps, Adelaide Hills edition. Harndorf. So Harndorf is a little Nazi stronghold. Yeah, and that's why. That's why this fucking spastic is gonna call.
Uses oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high-temperature explosion. The term thermobaric comes from the Greek words for heat, thermo, and pressure, baric. Thermobaric weapons work by dispersing a cloud of flammable material or aerosol into the air and then igniting it. The initial explosion creates a blast wave that compresses and heats the surrounding air, creating a high-temperature explosion with a longer duration and higher energy output compared to conventional explosives. These weapons are known for their ability to produce intense heat and pressure, resulting in devastating effects on structures and personnel within the blast radius. They are particularly effective in enclosed spaces or against targets in fortified positions, but their use is controversial due to the widespread destruction and high casualties they can cause. A thermobaric weapon, also known as a
You're watching the Pictures of the podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. That's KI. Yeah, we've got Kangaroo Island. That's effectively a Navy base now. All right. Cool. All right, let's talk about. So that's some of the badass stuff we're doing. But let's talk about what's going to happen when we win. I mean, like when it's over, when we finish cleaning up, effectively. Yeah. So straight off the bat. Oh, real estate agents are gone worldwide. It was all 5 families. Yeah, real estate agents, the whole thing was a front for 5 families. Massive 5 family standover fucking conspiracy. Yeah. And Undrunketer. Yeah. So as a result, they're all gone. Yeah. Every real estate agent in Australia was 5 families or Undrunketer. Every single one. There were like 2 that didn't have murders under their belts, and that's it. But they were part of conspiracies to murder. They provided intelligence. They knew what was going on. So they're all gone. Real estate is gone. As a result, that means that house prices, not just in Australia, but in the countries where it's like super overinflated, are going to drop by about 90%. This time next year, the price of housing will have dropped by 90%. Yep. That's like 1960s prices, basically. Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. The price of groceries is going to drop by 50%. So your cost of living is going to get cut in half. All of that dog shit. Everyone holding back like the energy sector because they were doing it on purpose. Yeah, they were throttling it on purpose because they didn't want progress because then they couldn't charge as much. But we can start introducing all the technologies like the advanced solar panels and things like that. So the cost of energy is going to get cut in half as well. It's going to drop by 50% by this time next year. Yeah. Consumer goods, TVs and whatnot, there's going to be a bit of a gap in production, like while it sort of resets itself. And a lot of it is just going to, like Apple, pretty much all Apple technology will have to go. Yeah, it's cooked. Yeah. So there's going to be a bit of a dip for a while while I ramp up production of good guy technology. But then once it's done, because all that shit was so overinflated. Yeah. You end like the idea of paying over $500 for a phone, you will be that'd have to be a fucking good phone. To pay $500 for a phone, it'd have to be like the best phone in the world. Like, you know, the phone that Paul McCartney used or whatever. Paul McCartney's gone, by the way. Yeah. Irish Catholic Nazi. Yeah. 7 murders. Yeah. Opus Dei, basically. Yeah. 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 So get ready to replace your Sony TV. Gaming, like video games and stuff. There's going to be a bit of a pause. The games that you got should still work. PlayStation, you'll have to get rid of that. You have to get rid of your PlayStation. You can keep your Xbox. And the games that you've already got should still work. So if you've got like, Grand Theft Auto 5 on a disc, you can play that on Xbox. PC games that you already have, you can keep playing them. Not recommended right now, just because there are still bad guys out there that are looking for data, like they want to use against you to paint targets for villains. But once that bounces back, yeah, all gaming will effectively be free. It's just like TV. You'll be able to watch it for free. Maybe you'll have to see an ad every now and again. That's it. You'll just be able to play any game. You won't pay anything. Yeah. That's it. Banking. For now, in Australia, CommBank is trusted. The other banks are going to go. Yeah, and we'll keep CommBank. And then most countries are going to kind of do that. So we've been setting it up quietly in the background. There'll just be one bank. For the time being, there'll just be a bank that you can trust. And then that's just not because we don't want competition. It's just because just for practical reasons. And then once once the dust is settled on the financial industry, the stock market is gone. Forget that. Forget buying. Forget shares. Forget them for now. Forget them. Yeah. Forget the stock market. The stock market is dog shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's all dog shit. Bitcoin is gone. The price of travel will drop by 90%. So for example, a flight from Sydney to New York this time next year will be about $300. Yeah. You can pay $400 and fly first class if you want. Yeah. What else? Hospitals, healthcare worldwide, especially in the United, will effectively be free. Yeah, because 99.9% of healthcare was dog shit. It was just like completely frivolous. Yeah, like all medications and stuff, they're getting people addicted. It's like, oh, you need these heart pills, you need this, you need this. And then when people didn't take their tablets, it's like, my heart medication, they start to feel like shit. But really, it was just like they put like a little substance in there to get you addicted. So it's like, if I come off my meds, I go a bit funny. It's all bullshit. Yeah. So there'll basically be like emergency rooms. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah. There's more I can say on that later. But basically, like, hospitals are effectively just going to be emergency departments exclusively. The only real reason you'd need a hospital is either A, have a baby, or B, if you fall off your fucking push bike and break your arm or something like that. It's just like an emergency room. Yeah, that's it. And the cost of it will effectively be free. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. But yeah, let's just say turbo babies here, like, we can pull a few strings. Maybe a few diseases that are here now don't need to be this time next year. We'll say that. Yeah. What else? Yeah, hardware will effectively be free. So this stuff, anything you'd normally go to Bunnings to buy, you can just get it for free. You just walk in and, like, if you need a lawnmower, you just walk into Bunnings and grab one, or ask around. There'll be like lending sheds, basically. Yeah, just borrow it, like a library. It'll be it's going to be exactly like a library. It's just like Bunnings will be a tool library, and then you just turn up. You have a library card. It's like, I need a lawnmower, I need a ladder, whatever. I mean, you can, we're not outlawing people owning them, but most people, you don't need it. You just won't need it. Yeah. Robots are on their way in. Yeah, a lot of the tradies jobs will be like automated, and that's not to say that the trainees, that no one's going to starve to death. Like, you won't need to be a tradie. If you want to be a tradie, you can be a tradie. If you still want to build stuff, go for it. But like, if you don't want to, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, society won't grind to a halt if everyone stops trading. We'll have a lot of robots out there doing stuff. Yeah. Appliances will effectively be free. Yeah. The internet will effectively be free as well. Yeah. It just like running water. You might just have to pay like a small surcharge, and then that's it. But it's just like, in the same way, you assume that every house has electricity wired in. Like when you get a house, it's got electricity and it's got plumbing. Internet will be part of it. So every house will have like standard, like in the same way every house has a toilet, has an indoor toilet. Every house will have the internet, and the internet will effectively be free. Yep. It'll just be like $5 a year or something like that, like something piss sweet. It'll just come straight out of your tax return. Yeah, straight out of your tax. Or even GST could probably pay for it. But yeah, anyway, internet will be effectively free, and then mobile coverage as well. Almost, not just yet, I'm being told, but it'll be so cheap that it may as well be free. It's like that Lyco mobile, like $8. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll roll the promo in. Yeah, so that's standard. These prices will just be the prices, and then it'll only go down. It won't go up. It'll only go down. Yeah, $8. $8 a month. That's it. For at least for the first 12 months, and then after that, like, it's going to get cheaper and cheaper. Yeah, until it's in about 10 years' time, it'll just be free. Yeah. You just buy a handset and then that's it. It automatically connects and you don't have to worry about it. It's just free. Yeah. In the same way, like your TV, like you just plug your TV in and it works. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for your TV. It'll be like that. Yeah. You just buy the handset, your phone works, and then that's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do with. But we're still a little bit. We're still a little bit away from that. But that's what we're working towards. Yeah. And this is a good one. We're waiting to announce this, but the Northern Territory. Oh, how are we doing in the Northern Territory? But Darwin's still a shit fight. Okay. Should we play some Google Maps? Target acquired.
Fuel air explosive, FAE weapon, is a type of explosive that utilizes oxygen from the surrounding air to generate a high temperature explosion. The term thermobaric comes from the Greek words for heat, thermo, and pressure, baric. Thermobaric weapons work by dispersing a cloud of flammable material or aerosol into the air and then igniting it. The initial explosion creates a blast wave that compresses and heats the surrounding air, creating a high temperature explosion with a longer duration and higher energy output compared to conventional explosives. These weapons are known for their ability to produce intense heat and pressure, resulting in devastating effects on structures and personnel within the blast radius. They are particularly effective in enclosed spaces or against targets in fortified positions, but their use is controversial due to the widespread destruction and high casualties they can cause. A thermobaric.
Yeah. But yeah, eventually I won't have to play Google Maps to blow things up. I'll be able to play Google Maps to do stuff like this. Okay, so basically, the Northern Territory, it's absolute dog shit. It's a rat's nest. It's fucking horrible. Yeah. But when we gain control of it, Alice Springs, or Pine Gap is ours. Alice Springs were about 50-50. Darwin were about, yeah, it's cooked. It's about 80-20 there. But we're in there, SAS. We've got military personnel in there. We've got Korea SAS, and we've got Lineage Agency in there, painting targets and stuff. They're completely encircled. They've got no navy. They've got no air power. So we've got air superiority, and it's also the city's also encircled, and so we're going to start bombarding, like targeted strikes, drone strikes, things like that. And then once they've been softened up, we're going to cut them off effectively. Yeah, we're going to cook the pot, and then once they've like been under siege for like a couple of weeks, we'll cut off the water. We'll cut off the water. We'll cut the roads. Cut off their food supply. Then we'll put boots on the ground, and it will be an international coalition will go in. And then once the Northern Territory is completely in Allied hands, well, once the dust settles, the plan is Yeah. 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 All right. Once the dust settles, we're going to pull that border down. So the Northern Territory will basically be anywhere north of Marla. So Fregon, all the Anangu lands, Fregon, Amada, all of those townships, all the pit lands. Yeah, all the Anangu pit lands are going to become part of the Northern Territory, and then we're going to give the Northern Territory straight to the Kuris. So the whole state will just be Kuris. Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but yeah, it'll be Kuris. Yeah, we're giving it to like yeah, and you can and then it's like it's just your state. It's the Kuri state. And then whatever rule, like as long as they're constitutional, you'll still be part of the Federation of Australia, but it will be your state. And then however you want to manage it, that's up to you. Yeah, as long as it's like, you don't pull any Nazi dog shit, and you set up like fucking extermination camps or anything like that, then yeah, But then that'll just be yours. Yeah, all of the Northern Territory. Yeah, and maybe even some of Western Australia as well. Yeah. Anyway, but we haven't written anything down yet. But that's the rough plan. Yeah. And then we're doing the same. We'll do the same thing in the United States. So Montana and Dakota will effectively just be handed straight over to North and South Dakota and Montana will effectively just be handed straight over to the Native Americans. Yeah, and there will be territories in Canada as well. We'll do the same thing. Yeah, we'll just give it to you. There you go. They're your states. African Americans are going to take. Louisiana will effectively just be the same for African Americans, and also Georgia. We'll just give you the states, yeah, and then it's up to you, like however you want to. It'll be constitutional. It'll be all like, these belong to these people, and then however you want to manage it, that's up to you. As long as you don't do any like dog shit, like I was talking about, like Nelson Mandela. As long as you don't do any of that dog shit, you'll still be kind of like you'll still be under the umbrella of the Constitution of the United States of America. So you won't be able to do anything in there that's unconstitutional. And same with the Northern Territory in Australia, and same, yeah. So you won't be able to do anything in there that's unconstitutional. So, so I think of the past, they're gone. Yeah. Yeah, they're gone. You can do whatever you want. However you want to manage it, yeah. But basically, like what that means, that all the resources that are in there, that'll all go back into, any mining profits, anything like that, any state taxes, that'll all go back into public hands. Like, yeah. And then however you guys want to manage it for yourselves, that's up to you. Yeah, so fishing profits, I guess, yeah, in Louisiana, yeah. Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, that's a very rough plan. So we don't have a timeline. We haven't written out any key details, but that's what we're going to do. Yeah. How does that sound? All right, everyone's pretty on board for that. Yeah, woo. All right, cool. I was hoping you'd react that way. There you go. We'll give you a town, they say. All right, thanks. Cool. It'll be real shit, they said. Yeah, fantastic. The beer will always be free. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, just like, it'll be exactly like Ayers Rock. Yeah, sorry. Ayers Rock. Yeah, it'll be exactly like what we did for Uluru. Exactly like that. So we gave it back to you, and then we, like the Australian government, like leases the land for the national park, but it's managed by you guys. Yeah, exactly. It'll be exactly like that, but the whole state, the entire state of the Northern Territory, it'll be just like that. Yeah, and then any mine, like if you find fucking however you want to manage the resources there, like if you want to mine uranium or whatever, you can do it. But Yeah, the profits won't go offshore. They'll stay in your pocket. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like cool, woo. So, yeah, and so we'll work with you as well on how you want to like structure the leadership, whether or not you want like a premier or whatever. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, cool. What if it's even though they're dead, they'd probably be supporting this. Oops. That could have some coastal area too. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. There'll be heaps of like, yeah. We could give you a chunk of Victoria probably and Queensland. Could even just give you the Gold Coast. Can I please get back to you on that? Yeah, we need to talk about it. We need to sort of like discuss the ins and outs. But yeah, that's definitely not off the table. Yeah, Tara Bennett is saying right now, we could probably give you the Whitsundays. We could probably give you like fucking Cairns and Townsville. And we could probably give you, yeah, like the Mornington Peninsula in Victoria. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Not won't be an issue. Yeah, we can do that. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, woo. Yeah. 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 Australia will still need to remain. Australia will remain a constitutional monarchy for now. Because you've said like hard would it be if we weren't a constitutional monarchy now, we'd be fucked because we wouldn't have the king step in and go like, right, martial law, here comes the army. It'd just be Albo. Can you imagine if it was just Albo as president? Like, oh, it'd be a nightmare. So it has to say that for the time being. But yeah, with a view, like, who knows what will happen in the future? Yeah, who knows what will happen? But we just need to make sure we've got all those safeguards in there to prevent Nazi takeovers, pretty much Nazi dog shit. Yeah. So we need those safeguards in because that's what saved the system. If we didn't have a constitutional monarchy and we couldn't send in the military, it'd be a very different story. Yeah. So yeah, you can thank King Charles for that, basically. Yeah. Yeah, because if it wasn't for him, if Queen Elizabeth was still in charge, oh, very different story. Yeah. If she was 20 years younger and she was still in charge now and had like another 10 years to reign, we'd be fucked. If Joe Biden was still president and Queen Elizabeth was still the queen, that's the end of the planet. That's game over. That's the end. Yeah. So yeah, for now we need to maintain that constitutional monarchy. But yeah, in the future, who knows? Who can say? But yeah, that's a very, very rough plan. That's a very rough plan. Yeah, but African Americans, yeah, exactly. You need to, yeah, we'll give you the states and like those states that I mentioned and Native Americans as well. And it's not to say you're not going to be like trapped in there. It's not going to be like a reservation thing where it's like, right, all you Native Americans, you got to live in Dakota now. Live wherever the fuck you want, but you'll be at least in control of those states. You know, yeah. And then you can manage it however you like. If the like you can manage borders and things like that. Yeah. So it won't be like a reservation. Like we're not saying like, right, if you live in New York City and you're a black guy, you got to go to New Orleans. No, it won't be like that. No. It'll be you own that outright, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want. But that part, at least, will be managed by you. Yeah. And all those tax dollars will go to your people, effectively. Okay, everyone gets it. Yeah, cool. Yeah. No, it definitely won't be like a reservation thing. No. You can live wherever the fuck you want. But just that land, you can give it to you. Yeah, here you go. Take it. Yeah. Cool. All right, everyone's happy with that. Yeah, pretty much like the Osage. Yeah, like the Osage, exactly. But instead of then letting you get murdered, you won't. Yeah, we'll put all these provisions in there that say like if anyone tries to do that, pull that shit. Yeah. That'll be it. Yeah. Exactly like that. Yeah. So all right. So, okay, they have it right. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know the ins and outs. But that's what we've kind of like workshopped. That's a very rough, loose guide of like what's going to happen That's just a sort of taste. But we'll need to make it official. You know, and there'll need to be like legislation and ins and outs, so we need to get like actual lawyers involved and things like that. But that's very roughly what we're thinking. Like, can we have Nevada as well? Trying to say like, yeah, probably just give you the Grand Canyon. Yeah. Yeah. All right. See, the Sioux people love that. Yeah. Yeah. Monument Valley and the Grand Canyon will just give it to you. There you go. Yeah. It's a little bit because Vegas is Vegas is a military base, so there are ins and outs. Like there'll be there's a lot of nuances, and you could probably take Portland as well if you wanted. Like have that Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Just give you Oregon, and then you manage it how you want. Yeah. Potentially parts of California. Potentially. Let us get back to that. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you're getting land is that's the headline. Yeah. No, indigenous populations around the world are getting their land back. We're giving it back. Yeah. Yeah, Kiwis are now saying straight up, like, you could probably take the South Island. You could probably just have it. Yeah. Maoris, yeah. 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 What else can we promise? Sorry, Bennett. Yeah, much more. Much more. Illicit substances will effectively be legalized and regulated. So marijuana, MDMA, cocaine, morphine, but only believed for medicinal purposes. So like they can have it in hospitals and nowhere else, and amphetamines. You can have, so cocaine, amphetamines, MDMA, and marijuana will all be legalized, and LSD will all be legalized, magic mushrooms, and regulated. So basically, you'll be able to get it from the pharmacy, and it'll be regulated. You just go to the pharmacy. And as long as you're like over 18 and you're not going too hardcore on it, then it's fine. But yeah, trafficking, like, there's no reason that those substances shouldn't be widely available. And it'll kind of just be like alcohol, like use at own risk. They'll be there. Use them at own risk. Use them at your own risk. Yeah. Yeah. The standard work week will probably be around 20 hours a week per. Yeah, a standard normal person will just work. You work 20 hours a week. That's it. Work 5 hours a day, 4 days a week, and that'll be a standard work week. Yeah. Yeah. Musicians will start getting paid a lot more. Yeah, cool people doing art stuff will pretty much be, they'll start making a lot more money. Because it effectively is slavery being a musician these days. Like it's hard work. Yeah. So Spotify will start paying artists a shit ton of money. Yeah. And not just like the five family five family juiced up ones. Like, yeah, not just the one, like, it's not going to be like a fucking 5 family money laundering scheme like F is for Family on Netflix was. Yeah. Because Netflix has, like, ridiculous money. They can easily pay, like, if you want to make a movie and get it on Netflix, you can get paid to do that. Yeah, easy. Yeah. What else is going to change? Animal populations will start repopulating animals around the world. So elephants, like, we want to get as many species on the endangered list as possible, and like the harshest penalties in the universe. Like if you're a poacher, and you'll effectively be charged with murder. If you shoot an elephant dead for no reason, you'll effectively be charged with murder and treated like a murderer. Yeah. Animal legislation will get stronger and stronger. Yeah, effectively, like many animals will effectively be recognized and given the same rights as like a human being. Yeah, like dogs and stuff. Yeah, if you kill a dog, if you're cruel to a dog on purpose, you'll be charged as though you're being cruel to an animal. Yeah. Some penalties have become more severe. So murder, the penalties for murder will become more severe. Yeah. The penalties for a lot of other things will get like dropped back. But if you murder someone, it'll be like, yeah. Yeah. Once the war's over, we'll roll back the death penalty. Like, we'll stop using the death penalty. So death row will be a thing of the past. But the other penalties will be much, much, much harsher. Like, yeah, none of this, like if you murder someone, you won't get out of bail. You know what I mean? And hopefully the legal system, like now, all the technology and stuff is like, well, yeah, it's going to be extremely hard to commit a crime and get away with it, pretty much. Yeah. Most drastic one. Like, if you murder someone, it'll, like, the state will throw you guaranteed, you get the book thrown at you, guaranteed. Doesn't matter who you are, who your connections are. Nah, if you get convicted for murdering someone, conviction rates will probably go up because we're cracking. Yeah, because they just ignored it for so long, and that's how it got out of control. It's like, oh, cool. It's all right to murder people. It's fine. Yeah. And then that's how we ended up with, like, what, 1 billion murders worldwide between 2015 and 2025. 1 billion. Out of control. Yeah. Yeah, so there's just a little taste. Yeah, the price of alcohol is going to drop significantly, which is great news for me. Yeah. Yeah. We could probably end slavery worldwide. Tara Bennett is now saying we could probably end slavery worldwide by 2030. Yeah. So anyone working for free won't be by 2030. Yeah, we'll find you a job that pays money. Like, yeah. Homelessness will end by 2030. The concept of it. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much, you're going to get a house. No matter what, one way or another, you'll get a house. Yeah. Whoever you are, wherever you're from, you'll get a house. You'll live in a house. So we'll have, like, the basics. Yeah. It'll have a bed. It'll have a TV. It'll have the internet. It'll have running water. It'll have plumbing. It'll have electricity. And probably even an air conditioning and an aircon. Aircon will just become standard. Yeah. Yeah. Because we've got the technology now. Like, there's no, like, you can easily set the air conditioning is now so efficient that you can easily offset the power consumption of an air conditioner with a standard solar panel, easy. And then some, yeah. So solar power is just going to get more and more and more efficient until electricity is effectively free. Yeah, it'll just be solar. Yeah, just everything will be solar. Yeah, because it's getting more and more efficient. Yeah. Cars will basically be free. Yeah, because the production could be just fully automated. Yeah. So yeah, you can get it. You'll get a car. Like, the government will just give you a car, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. And that's not to say that, like, fucking luxury cars will come off the market or anything like that. But if you want, like, yeah, you can still get a Lamborghini if you want one. But, like, just the notion of, like, public transport will be free. Yeah. Yeah. All public transport will just be free all the time. And then if you want, like, a basic car, like, the government will just give you a car. Like, if you want to be a tradie or whatever, if you want a ute, they'll just be, like, basic cars, basically. It's like, here you go, the government, take your beat. You can have a sedan, you can have a hatchback, you can have a ute. Just get a car. Every 5 years, you'll get a new car for free. The government will just give it to you. And then if you still want a Lamborghini after that, you can still get that. But you won't get it for free. You have to pay for it. Yeah. Yeah, motorbikes. Yeah. Yeah. What about airplanes? Can we have airplanes? Can we have helicopters? Well, Bill. No. No, I don't think so. No, not for free. But I mean, yeah, they'll be a shit ton cheaper. Yeah, they'll be heaps cheaper. Yeah. Yeah, because like aviation still is like, it's still a bit trickier, like jet fuel and things like that. Like, yeah, cars are easy enough to make now, but planes are still kind of tricky. And it's like the air traffic, airspace management as well. Because like if the same amount of people were flying planes and helicopters as they are driving cars now, we'd be fucked. Yeah.